Do you remember rushing to the candy store after school, dreaming of the sugary treats waiting there? Some of those treats, however, were far too dangerous for our safety. Let's take a look at some of the candies that were removed from store shelves because they were too dangerous. In this video, we'll look at the seedy underbelly of candy, from exploding chocolate bars to sweets that could set your belly on fire. Candy is a popular treat, enjoyed by people of all ages, but there have been reports of certain candies posing a risk to consumers. Look at some of the most well-known examples of dangerous candies that have been recalled or banned due to contamination, choking hazards, or other health concerns. Let's begin with one of our favorite candies, Hippy Sippy. This treat was introduced in the late 1960s to mock the drug use associated with hippie culture. The packaging proclaimed, "Hippy Sippy says I'll try anything." However, Hippy Sippy proved too dangerous for human consumption and was quickly banned in many countries around the world. So, what made this candy so dangerous? It's difficult to say for sure, but some speculate that the candy's realistic appearance may have encouraged children to experiment with drugs. Others argue that the candy was too offensive and was deemed inappropriate for children. In any case, one thing was certain. Hippy Sippy was a candy that was too dangerous to be sold on store shelves. But hey, at least we can laugh at the absurdity of it all. Toxic waste nuclear sludge chew bar comes next. Think again if you think you've had sour candy before. This candy is so sour that it's dangerous to your taste buds. But that's not the only thing that makes this candy dangerous. The California Department of Public Health discovered in 2011 that this candy's cherry flavor contained 0.24 parts per million of lead, a toxic and potentially dangerous ingredient. As a result, the candy was recalled and removed from store shelves. If you have any toxic waste bars, it's best to get rid of them immediately. While the Pakistani candy may still be available in other flavors, it's unclear whether the potentially hazardous ingredients have been removed from the recipe. The Haribo gummy bears come next. If you've ever had Haribo gummy bears, you know they're a delicious treat with a soft and chewy texture. But did you know that these gummy bears have caused some customers to experience frightening side effects? These gummy bears have been linked to painful diarrhea and other digestive issues. How could such a delectable treat cause such anguish? The Haribo Candy Company, it turns out, used lycocin, a sugar substitute in their gummy bears. Lycocin is made with maltitol, which is also found in laxatives. It's no surprise that these gummy bears upset some people's stomachs. The candies have been removed from the market due to these concerning side effects. If you enjoy gummy bears, it's best to stick with a different brand or choose a different treat entirely. Before we go any further, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more amazing content. Thank you! The following candy is known as bubblegum cigars. These chewy treats resemble a traditional cigar or cigarette, but they contain chewing gum wrapped in a leaf-shaped piece of paper instead of tobacco. These cigars' packaging includes a real cigar brand's popular colors and details. While many believe candy cigars are delicious, they're quite dangerous. They pose serious hazards to children, including choking if swallowed. Furthermore, the harmful ingredients in the gum in these cigars may cause chronic coughing and respiratory issues. The lollipops come next. Lollipops may appear to be your typical sweet treat, but they have a hidden function that's caused them to be banned in some areas. Yes, these lollipops can be used as smoking pipes as well. These lollipops, which come in flavors ranging from watermelon to apple, may appear innocent enough, but authorities are concerned that they'll end up in children's hands. It's easy to see why, because these lollipops work similarly to the pipes sold in head shops, which are intended for adults over 18 or 21. As a result, lollipops were banned in Washington state in 2011 and from 7-Eleven stores in Indiana. So, if you like lollipops but don't want to get into any legal trouble, stick to traditional ones meant for sweet, not smoky enjoyment. Another is the Trolley Roadkill Gummy Candy, a gummy treat that made headlines in 2005. As you may recall, Kraft Foods created these one-of-a-kind candies in the shape of flattened critters with tire tread marks. However, things turned worse when animal rights activists began to protest, and the New Jersey Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals spoke out, claiming that the candies encouraged children to harm animals. As a result, Kraft Foods was forced to stop producing Trolley Roadkill Gummy Candy. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy the delectable flavor of these gummies. They may no longer be shaped like flattened critters, but they remain the same tasty treat everyone enjoys. The next candy is candy cigarettes, sugary treats banned in several countries due to their convincing appearance. Candy cigarettes were all the rage in the 1960s. They came in nearly identical packaging to real cigarettes, with names like Viseo and Marlboro. eerily similar to popular cigarette brands like Viceroy and Marlboro. Despite their popularity, candy cigarettes were eventually banned in Brazil and Norway because they were too realistic and might encourage children to begin smoking. Candy cigarettes are still available in some places today, but they're usually packaged in more playful and colorful packaging to differentiate them from real cigarettes. Next is Nestlé Magic Balls Candy, the chocolate treats that caused parental concern in 1997. These candy balls contained small toys inside, which posed a choking hazard for children at the time. Despite Nestlé's efforts to distinguish their product from the similar Kinder Egg by shaping their chocolate into a sphere, the Magic Balls still violated the same law that prohibited Kinder's products from being sold in the United States, because the included toys were technically inedible ingredients. Nestlé was forced to remove the magic from their Magic Balls. However, the candy was re-released in 2000 under the new name Wonder Ball, with small, edible candies instead of toys inside. Next up is Kinder Surprise Eggs, banned in the United States since the 1930s. You may wonder why these chocolate eggs with a small toy inside are illegal in the United States. It all has to do with a rule that bans any food with a, quote, non-nutritive object embedded from being sold. Even though almost no one has died from choking on a Kinder Egg toy, and those who have died were children who deliberately consumed the prize outside of the chocolate, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, still considers these treats dangerous. As a result, anyone caught attempting to smuggle Kinder Surprise Eggs into the United States faces a fine of up to $2,500 per egg. Over 60,000 of these chocolate eggs were seized by U.S. Customs and Border Protection in 2011. Conversation hearts, those tiny little heart candies with encouraging phrases written on them, have been banned in Harwinton, Connecticut. However, the ban wasn't imposed due to concerns about lead or to encourage children to eat flattened hearts found on the side of the road. Instead, the schools wished to promote healthy eating and safeguard children against potentially allergenic foods. In 2014, parents received an email from the principal requesting that the candies with the words "You Rock" and "True Love" be left at home. As you might expect, children were devastated by the news. While the ban on conversation hearts in Harwinton, Connecticut was implemented with good intentions, it's clear that these candies have a special place in many people's hearts. Pun intended. So, if you can enjoy conversation hearts in your area, make sure to do so responsibly and keep any dietary restrictions or allergies in mind. Removing these candies from the market is a warning to all of us. We should always seek information before consuming any food product and be cautious when consuming candies or other sugary items. While these treats can be tempting, we should always consider their safety and be aware of their potential risks. Finally, our health is our most valuable asset and must be safeguarded at all costs. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like it. Please comment and let us know if you've tried any of these dangerous treats.